see Prince Marco and Brendan Peterson, they are wondering how I could look that good on camera and this in person, okay? It's the camera, it's the lenses, guys. I've seen the Eiffel Tower through these lenses and it's changed my view. And we were at an international photographic competition where Pulitzer Prize-winning photographers were looking at these mobile device photos and going, oh my word, the game is changing. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Prince, I'm going to start with you because you got that kind of pre-Christmas excitement right now, and I'm here for that. The Huawei Nova 14 series, the True Life Ultra Chroma camera. My eyes aren't good enough to see how good you look through that, but why has this got you mind blown, guy?
So first off, I'm working on a review for this phone, and after checking out for about 3 weeks now, I feel like the thing that really impressed me is how clear the photos come out, and the color accuracy is really impressive. So that's something I really appreciate. And out of a camera, all we look for is a camera that's reliable and something that we can rely on.
Where you can capture the moment in the moment.
Yeah. It's really, really exciting. And I also appreciate the details we can get, the dynamic range in the dark and bright areas of our shots.
Oh, buddy, I love that. And your eyes are young enough to be able to take all that in as well. So are yours, my friend. I'm going to just say it. I've had a dig at you because I miss you, B. I miss you, guy.
It's been way too long.
I know you do a deep dive as a function of your job. And the other techies come to you to make sure that due diligence has been done in this space. When I talk about the Huawei Nova 14 series and the Ultra Chroma camera, I know, I can feel the deep breath. I've seen the results. What is it about this device that gets it to this level?
Yeah, I mean, what you were saying about those Pulitzer Prize winners, being mind blown is not an exaggeration. I've been able to experience this camera multiple times, over the last few months. Obviously I've got one as well. And this Ultra Chroma camera is it's unbelievable because it's not just you capturing the moment in the moment, it's so true to life. It's even more realistic than what our eyes can see, which sounds, completely unbelievable.
No, it's beautiful in the space that I realized the power of being able to take a wide angle panoramic that has minute detail jumping off the page. You can tell a story in a completely different way, and you can capture the moment in the moment, as I said earlier. And I think that's where this drifts out of professional photography, where you possibly need to preempt or stage. So when you literally create content at a rate that is just mind-boggling. You're the energy of a young man as well.
I basically do this every day.
Yeah, but that's the thing, and you've been able to do that. So with the Huawei Nova 14 series, how does this empower you to elevate your game? Because clearly you found a rung above, man.
So for me as a tech creator or someone that enjoys creating videos and taking photos here and there, I feel like having a camera that does most of the work for you is something that's really important. And the Huawei Nova 14 Pro does that for me. And just having this phone for the last 3 weeks, like I mentioned, I feel like the AI engine is really, really solid in this. And another thing that I appreciate is the smooth video stabilization. So it really helps whenever you're holding a video, like when you're holding a phone in your hand like this, and recording handout is really nice. So that's something I really like as well.
I know, and you said the video, and I was almost going to ask you not to, because we've got professional cameramen here who are like terrified at the photographic development here and how that's now pushing video as well. When we mention AI, it comes to bear in beautiful ways, even ways that I can understand and utilize to take something out. But from your perspective, because this allows you to get to the moment even quicker and post it possibly in a different way. So how has this enhanced your experience?
Well, the clip we just saw where you were in Paris, which I'm very jealous about.
Oh, I'm glad, dude. I'm so glad.
One of those shots of the Eiffel Tower from that sort of Trocadero viewpoint, that's always full of people. And with the AI features in this, you can take your picture with a crowded sort of room or scenario area, and AI can just remove those people.
Maybe there's a brand you don't want in there. Maybe there's a banner that you don't need at the expo.
Maybe you just want the picture to be about you and you don't want me in the picture.
Every time, man.
So, it can do things like that. When I'm making a phone call, it can make sure that, if you're phoning me, I'm phoning you, we can actually hear each other. So active noise cancellation. If I've got messages coming through and Prince is kind of, leaning over trying to see, what my bank is telling me.
And I've seen you doing that the whole time, dude. No, he is a great content creator. If you're going to steal IP, you do it from him,
it's got AI features that can actually make sure that, if it detects someone else's face, it's actually going to make sure that they can't see your messages and things like that.
Wow.
So it's got all these amazing, features that actually help with the lifestyle and the way you live your life.
That is incredible, and this is what I love about Huawei. everything. The baseline shifts up. If they discover amazing in one area of their tech, they make sure that every area of their tech touches on that. So let's touch on the Pro Your Portrait. Where obviously your front-facing version of yourself is a lot more important. What about this got you excited?
So the thing that I love about this selfie camera, with the back camera, we've got a 50 megapixel front camera as well as a 50 megapixel main camera on the back as well. So what I appreciate about the portrait photos on this phone is the background blur is just amazing, and it separates you so well. Focusing on edge detection and that bokeh or natural background blur that we get, it doesn't look artificial, and that's something I really appreciate as well.
I like that because it enhances the emotion of the moment. Because you're moving fast through the city streets of Paris without Brendan at your side, stopping to look at all the beautiful attractions because he wasn't there. Very noticeably absent. I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I'll take you both along with me next time. You've mentioned a couple, and I love the fact that this is a one-size-fits-all, but it elevates our game. So what beyond the camera, which is a major selling point, jumped off the page for you?
Well, you mentioned one of the things, which is, like with the ultra chroma camera, that used to be just in the flagship devices. They're now making it more accessible to everybody. But I mean, beyond that, there's other features where, this has got a 5,500 milliamp hour battery and 100-watt charging. So, for example, if you're on the plane, you want to watch a couple hours video, you want to check it out, 5 minutes of charge is over 5 hours of video watching.
That is
which is crazy.
Incredible. That's like GT power of charge, bro.
Listen,
that's
great. Amazing. And then also, I can be the clumsiest of people. I think you've experienced that, unfortunately. And I, on occasion, can drop my phone. This is so durable. I've been through an experience where I've dropped a Huawei phone face first on tar. It did the bounce thing. Your heart stops.
Normally you try and catch it with your foot like that's going to mitigate.
I just looked and I was like, I'm not picking it up. And someone else picked it up, not a scratch. These things are durable. They're made to last. These are life-proof. So it's all of those sort of features that really, it doesn't just stop at the camera. It really is fitting into your life and the way we live our lives.
And it inspires a level of creativity in the other areas as well. It's fit for life and it's fit for Brendan, which means it can take a knock or two. And it's cool because Prince is rolling with it right now. Well, if this is what you create and where you go with just 3 weeks with this in your hand, I look forward to the next few months, buddy.
Now the review is dropping soon.
Check. Shameless self-promotion.
Check it out.
That's what we want. That's the only thing we want from you guys. No, you both warrant it. Thank you for being the voices that you are in the industry. Great to see this beautiful little life cycle here because we can trust what these guys say on two sides of this very technical equation. It ticks every box with its true to life, maybe a little bit better than life, ultra chroma camera system, absolutely game changing, ultra fast charging, I think industry leading, I would dare to say, and then intuitive EMUI experience. The Huawei Nova 14, the entire series isn't just a phone, it is a creative companion for anyone ready to turn ideas into reality and maybe enter X-Mage Awards and be an international winner next year. That's how they did it. And you can stand a chance to win a device that is part of the amazing Nova family, the Huawei Nova 14, valued at 5,999 Rand to capture your moments. Simply tell us this. What is your favorite camera feature of the Huawei Nova 14 Pro series and why? We've given you some brilliant background info here. Remember to use that qualifying hashtag Huawei Nova 14 series and hashtag master every shot in your response. That competition closes on the 4th of December. We will have a record-breaking number of entries for this one, so make yours good and go and check out those T's and C's.